Hello everybody, welcome back to Day 7. We're in the winner's bracket, best of 3 between PL and Nulli Secunda. My hands are shaking. I'm not going to have any fingernails after this. I'm Elise Randolph. I'm joined with Bacchanalian. And let's introduce these two teams.
Well, we're looking at Pandemic Legion and Nulli Secunda, and I'm hoping for some headshots. We have something I've been talking about all tournament long as a possible counter to drones, bombers. I think it's 6 bombers that Pandemic Legion have brought. They've warped in at 30. I'm sorry, it's 5 bombers at 30 from the Nulli team, which warped in at 0 with a Golem, Loki, Vulture, triple Ishtar comp, undermanned comp, 6 ships. I'm sorry. I'm excited about this. Pandemic Legion have brought a Golem, double Rattlesnake, double Vexer, 5 stealth bombers, and a Merlin. And I'm predicting bombs right away.
If this works, it's going to be crazy. Nulli going a very bold strategy, not only taking a Tinker, but taking a Tinker that PL manufactured against PL, and let's see what happens. Bombs ahoy, boys! Bombs ahoy!
Bombs ahoy! And drones out! Why would you launch drones right away?
They are shrapnel bombs too. Oh, things are gonna die. Oh,
the drones are running past the bombs. Drones running past the bombs. How much damage is it going to put that Loki into armor? Loki into armor. Loki's melted.
Loki is gone.
Loki's vanished. The Golem put almost into armor from that. Unreal.
Look at this attack bar. It is insane. It is actually crazy. This Golem is almost down. This Vulture's almost down. Cheeb's Vexer is taking quite a bit of damage. But who cares at this point? Look at that beautiful, beautiful bombing.
Absolutely gorgeous
Ishtar melted. Oh my god. I'm going to lose my mind. This is crazy.
I think somebody's got to get us a towel. That was incredible. That was exactly what I wanted to see from someone in this tournament. PL finally did it. I know Rokapel was working on a very similar setup. I'm glad to get to see it. And unbelievable. They just nuked the Loki, erased it right off the field in the first like 15 seconds, even less.
That was the fastest Tinker Logi death we've ever seen in an Alliance tournament.
So
oh my goodness.
Tinkers have a really, really strong active tank as another Ishtar goes down. Really strong active local tank.
PL are losing bombers at this point, but they still have their Vexers. They still have 2 Rattlesnakes and a Golem against a Vulture and a Golem.
So here's the thing with the Tinkers. The Tinkers have such a strong local tank that it's hard to break it with sustained DPS. But they don't have a lot of effective HP because they're focused so much on running an active tank. As we lose, the Vulture just melts.
That attack bar is still enormous. That's probably one of the biggest attack bars, and PL's already lost a lot of their setup.
What those bombs do to something with low actual HP is melt through it. Doesn't matter if you have an active tank if you don't live long enough to ever get it off.
Look at that Golem. That Golem just goes to 25% shields per volley.
That is unbelievable. Pandemic Legion with an absolutely
We're not going to see a Golem tanking for much. He's already in armor. He's going to drop. This is going to be one of the fastest matches ever, and against a Tinker. Not only a Tinker, but a Tinker Marauder setup.
And was this a strategy from PL to break the crest tool so that there's no crest data? Because I think we're within that time frame.
Maybe that's
if
what
it
we're
ends
going
this
for.
quickly, there may not be no crest data for this until it's manually patched in.
My goodness.
Here we go. The Golem into structure of Bryn, Urdola, and Nulli Secunda find themselves down 1-0 to PO very quickly.
2 minutes down.
Yeah, 2.5 minutes. Unreal. Back to the studio already. Thank you, PL, for making this shorter.
Nerds and nerdettes, welcome back to the action in the commentary booth with Apophany and Sir Scribbles, and a crazy cool setup from Pandemic Legion. They have a Paladin Marauder, I'll call it the Tractor Comp because it's bonus to Tractor Beams, with 2 Dominic Sizz and Eos and 3 Vexers. Tell us about that Nulli team, Scribs.
Nulli is fielding something that they've flown before, actually. In their first 2 matches, they're going with double Eos, double Gila. The Simi got banned out, so they do have a Bazzi, and then they've got a Kitsune, triple Heretic, triple Maoist, so a lot of damps. Interestingly, we were looking at these Dominics before the match. They don't appear to have guns, so we have no idea what's in the high slots, but I have a feeling it's going to be colorful and very bright. Immediately Bouncers out for PL, so full Sentry Flights coming out. This is going to hurt a lot.
Looks like a slight difference on the shotgun setup that we've seen before. The match begins, we see a TP going on the Basilisk, already taking a lot of damage. Dams spread beautifully across PL, but again, they can assist those Bouncers to the Paladin to mean that they will still shoot all the same target. It's absolutely fine. Looks like that Bazzi is taking a lot of damage. The Eos for PL is painted, but it is yet to receive any incoming damage.
This Bazzi is getting absolutely crushed.
Yeah.
He's max boosting and he's still going into armor. Here we go. Oh, a quarter armor.
He is going down, but with no damage.
He's not going down. He's gone.
He's
Deleted.
That is a dead basilisk.
I
It
could
has
not-
ceased to be. It has run down the curtain and joined the choir invisible.
Meanwhile, they've decided to retaliate by shooting an Eos, finally. So Pake in the Eos is taking damage. He's still got shields yet. And meanwhile, the Eos of Ajax on the Nulli side is also getting melted.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have
Oh.
any reps on the PL team. All that damage is permanent. Nulli have lost their basilisk, so all that damage is permanent. Eos going down for Nulli. The Eos for PL still amazingly not taking that much incoming damage. How are Nulli failing to apply their damage?
That is a really good question. I mean, their drones are mobile, so they're going to have lag between getting to different targets, but not this much lag. Pake in the Eos, I don't know how he's tanked, but I'm going to try and buy the fitting after
I mean,
the
the
match.
Eos does have a bonus to its local rep. It's probably got an AAR helping it, survive for as long as possible. They're
But you
an
haven't
undermanned
seen-
team. Second Eos now going down for an elite. That's all their links gone.
That's more than that. That's their hopes gone. Because with that Eos, they now have 2 Gilas to take down double Dami and a Paladin. That's not going to happen.
Yeah.
I kind of hope this Eos of Pake dies because he must be super troll tanked. And they've decided... Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
Whoa, Kitsune getting near volleyed there by the bouncers.
And finally, Pake is going down.
yeah.
He's in structure. He's not going to make it through, and they're going to try for a Vexer, but they just don't have that much left, and it looks like a
it's
boundary
worth noting,
violation.
this is the same Eos that has earned PL such incredulity in their previous message. It's the one that died 417 milliseconds after the timer in the Shadow Cartel match, after they lost their Heretic. More smaller support ships going down for Nulli. PL seem to not really care about killing the Gilas. They're going after the support instead. Even now, I think it's pretty much impossible for Nulli to win, given that even if they killed all of the PL team, breaking a Paladin with 2 Gilas, it has a huge armor rep bonus. That Paladin can tank for days.
Yeah, that is really interesting, and I feel like the Dominixes, they dropped the sentries. This is, Elise was talking about the throwback metas. Here you go, Dominixes. This is one of the only times we've seen them used this successfully in the entire tournament.
That is beautiful. The Dommy nuzzling into the back of the Paladin.
They're intimate, those three. You can tell they know each other. And Forlorn and the Vexer might die. I mean, 2 Gilas is still a respectable amount of damage. Soon to be 1 Gila. But holy cow. I kind of wonder... I wonder what the Dommies were here to do that they didn't get to do. They weren't forced to do a whole lot other than just sit still and drone away.
I mean, that's going to be great for PL. I mean, they've shown this setup, but they haven't shown specifically what they want to do with the Dommies. Whether they're new fit, whether they're smart bomb fit, whether, half and half, whatever the case may be. I think this is a really optimal outcome for PL. They knew coming in that they'd have to show this setup that's a bit different from setups that they brought before, but, they've still got that bit of secrecy. Nulli now, they have lost a Gila, the second one's about to go down, and another really fantastically strong showing here from PL, meaning that I believe PL have won this best
They have
of 3.
won the best of 3 series, so Nulli will be knocked down to the elimination bracket. They're not out. They're going to try and style on this Heretic, and they did successfully. But Nulli is not out. They're far from it. This was a pretty strong team comp for them earlier in the tournament. I think maybe they realized it was a mistake to field the same thing again, but more importantly, PL just confusing everyone, which is fantastic. I was really happy to be confused when they landed on grid. And it looks like they're preserving these mollusks for either sentimental reasons or for augmented drones.
It's going to be pretty hard to hit mollusks, even with bounces. There's no TPs on them, making that job even harder. But I mean, as you say, PL now going into the winners bracket finals. They got to be happy with that. They didn't do what they did last year, where they lost a little bit early in the tournament, had to play tons more matches, tired out their players. They've gone into this weekend. They've played the minimum possible of matches thus far, going straight into winners bracket finals. I'm sure that Seamus is just beaming ear to ear.
And these mollusks have decided to burn in a straight line out of respect. They're getting volleyed, and with that, PL advances. Nulli goes down to the elimination bracket, and I leave as confused as I hope to be when PL brings a new setup.
That's it for this best of 3. We will send it back to the analysis desk.
Nulli Secunda have been knocked down into the elimination bracket with that, and we're a little pink in celebration / mourning of that.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy. Like, I'm speechless. That was just beautiful. Like, I'm happy.
We're joined here by CCP Rise and Elise Randolph, and with us is CCP Grayscale. Welcome to the set. All of them. Yeah. So yeah, this was a very strong showing.
It was amazing. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna be kind of speechless for a little bit, so hopefully that's okay. But that is something that's a setup that PL has never shown before. They clearly got into Nulli's head a little bit and just manhandled him. Like, I don't know how Pake died. It took him like 3 minutes to die or something. That's just an EOS. Meanwhile, PL were able to take 2 EOS, a Bassi, some other stuff in the trade.
Yeah, why was that?
I have no idea.
It was really strange.
It was really strange.
There wasn't anything keeping them from doing damage, was there?
No, there was no
Like
Logi, there was no Tinker, there was rep drones.
There was like some time for Helos to the medium drones to get across the field, but that should be minimal. And then he was just really tanky. Is he just the obvious primary? So he's
I guess so. That could be it, because Pake is, like, as Apothene was saying in the commentary desk, he's the pilot that survived like a few milliseconds.
And it was their only links, right?
Probably, yeah. I don't remember the setup too well, but I think so. I think so. I think they're just like Vexers and some Dummies and Paladin.
Yeah, I think so too.
Let's go with that.
Because they didn't have a lot of points because of having Dummies.
But it was a very, very convincing victory. 2-0 in the series, and they take the best out of 3. With, like I said, Nulli going back down into the losers bracket.